Hello and welcome to Insights in Action with Orange 142, where we interview agency leaders and business owners to uncover the journeys, the strategies, and the insights that drive their success. At Orange 142, we're all about transforming brand stories into impactful digital experiences through innovative media and marketing solutions. And today I'm lucky to be joined by Megan Ross of Fullcast. How's it going, Megan?
It's going well. How are you doing?
I am good. I'm good. Very close to the holidays. I'm starting to get turkey brain.
Yes, understandable.
Yeah. Well, I'd love to start off and just learn a little bit about your background, Megan, and a little bit more about Fullcast.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. So my background, I started off as a graphic web designer way back in the day and slowly moved up the ranks as the climate and just industry has changed and morphed. Marketing is an ever moving and ever evolving organism. So it's like you have to roll with the punches and what used to be popular with graphic design like 15, 20 years ago has morphed into AI design and everything else like that. So you have to move with that. And that's what I did. I started off as a graphic and web designer, slowly moved into SEO and advertising and SEM, that kind of thing. And then now I'm helping this company Fullcast with their RevOps marketing and their that that gapping that bridge between sales and marketing and making sure you make a cohesive um, message between the two and to provide best results.
Awesome. And so Fullcast focuses on RevOps, like you mentioned, also target management and territory design with core values, obviously stewardship and simplicity guiding your guys' approach. How do these values shape the way that you guys develop solutions for your clients?
It's always We're always there basically to provide the best possible outcome for our clients. It's not us pushing something onto them that they don't want. We really listen to them, figure out what we can do best to help them, and then craft that around their needs. Because for the longest time, there is a gap in that RevOps industry. RevOps is fairly new term within the technology world and the enterprise world and just anything else like that. So anything that we can do to help that, just to give the overall value for a company, I think is what our goal is.
That's awesome. Yeah, for sure. And just like you said, that graphic design goes through changes. I also think certain like work like this has gone through changes itself because before it was that whole aspect of we're going to try to shove things down people's throats as much as we can to get as much money. And now the market got so turned off by that. And now luckily we are starting to see the shift of hey, let's really sit down and figure out what our client needs and give them exactly what they need and not try to oversell them on these other things. Let's do that. I'm noticing that shift a little bit more, and it's cool that you guys also employ that within your company as well.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I think that's probably one of the key aspects of Fullcast itself is like the software that we provide helps people determine where to put their funds and everything else like that with territory planning for the next fiscal year and stuff like that. And it's a gap that, I don't think a lot of people think about. I mean, they've been using spreadsheets. And so to be able to do that and provide, hey, we see that this is an issue because you could be potentially losing money or you could potentially like hemorrhaging your sales team or overworking them. And this is how we can help you be better at managing everything for your teams and stuff like that. So it's not necessarily, hey, we have a best product. This is great. We're gonna like really push this on you without like really considering what you are working with currently or what you are wanting. This is like us offering to help you succeed.
Mhm. And I feel like there's this, and I could be wrong here, but like when it's in RevOps and what probably for your clients, I feel like there's this wow moment. Wow, I didn't know my money was going here. I was being hemorrhaged here. Wow, I'm so surprised that this territory is doing well. Do you guys see that a lot when you uncover that kind of data for people?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because like I said, like most of the time we have people that are coming from working with Salesforce or multiple CRMs or even with spreadsheets. And
Mhm.
there's like a ton of data out there, but no one's really mining it the way that it needs to be able to paint this clear picture of, oh, my money is going there, or this territory, we need to put two more salespeople there because it's booming. And right now, our one salesperson there is just crying for help. I think that is an advantage of it for sure.
That's awesome. And you mentioned that you're off camera, but you mentioned your ideal clients are those that are willing to learn and grow with you guys. How do you approach building trust and collaboration with clients who may not know how to achieve their goals but are eager to start the journey?
Well, I think for the side, it is like that non-invasive approach, right? Of like just getting to know people, figuring out what it is that you're wanting and needing and stuff like that, and being okay, well, let's get this messaging across that we are these people, that we can do this, finding out those keywords that people are really looking for. On the sales side, I will be completely transparent. I'm not a salesperson at all. I don't have that forte, but our sales team and our account managers and our sales directors and stuff like that, they are amazing people. They know exactly what their clients are wanting and how to best help them and to actually create a strategy that is appealing to our clients and to be able to like not only answer the questions and provide answers for the pains that they're experiencing, but to also offer up, okay, this is what we have going right now. Let's actually look to the future of what it's going to look like for you 6 months down the road, a year down the road, and make sure that you're set up for success.
Wow, I love that. I love the future planning there because it's not just even if you stay with us or not, it's this, hey, we want to set you up for the future. And I think that's what a lot of RevOps is in general. It's future planning, right? So that's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the biggest thing for us is that we empower these people, like to be able to take control of their teams and everything else like that, and be able to move forward with it either with us or without, but just get them prepared for success.
Yeah, absolutely. So we talked about this a little bit, but I wanted to dive in a little more. You guys or RevOps in general plays such a crucial role in aligning sales, marketing, and operations. And besides companies not necessarily knowing all of their data, what are some other common challenges that companies face in this area, and how does Fullcast help them overcome these hurdles?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like I said, RevOps is fairly new to this into every industry. No one's really talked about it. It's a new role that has popped up.
Mhm.
Um, I think as early as late as like last year, no one's really talked about it. So I think just in general, not only you're helping the sales team with territory planning and like we were talking about and doing all that stuff, but you're also helping like the COO and the finance teams and stuff like that know where to put budget. You're helping the marketing team knowing, okay, we need to talk to sales so that we get the messaging correct and that whatever is working over there within this particular industry or this product or anything else like that, that we are actually supporting the sales team with it. So it's an all-encompassing, I don't know the best word to say it. It's like an all-encompassing strategy for your entire operations department, right? And your RevOps is like right in the middle.
Right, absolutely. Wow. With Fullcast's focus on innovative technology, how do you guys ensure that simplicity remains a priority in what can often be a complex and data-driven process?
What's the term? Keep it stupid simple. It is so easy to get into the weeds on just like everything. Any department can see that, right? Finance could get into the weeds on looking at the smallest decibel. The sales team could get hyper focused on something that's not working. Marketing can definitely get focused on like the wrong messaging and stuff like that. I think the way that we keep it simple is we know what our goal is, and we know the easiest way to do that is go from point A to point B, and let's just work together and communicate and get there and make it as clean and communicative as possible to achieve our goals.
And you guys can do that despite using some pretty innovative technology or what's new on the market that allows you to still keep it simple?
Oh yeah, because a lot of it is automated. We put in we there's always room for error, but like for the most part, you go in there, you automate it, you put your stuff in, and it does the work for you. And as long as you're staying on top of that communication amongst your teams and stuff like that, it's all good.
Awesome. I love it. As RevOps continues to evolve, what trends or innovations do you see shaping the future of the field, and how is Fullcast preparing to stay ahead of the curve?
Well, I think the big thing that is here and constantly evolving right now is AI, right? That's everywhere.
Yeah.
And we have smart planning that is an AI driven aspect of our software that helps people again with automation and everything else like that. And we continue to evolve with that as like industries grow and they change. But I think AI is probably like the main thing that we're all focusing on these days. And whatever trend happens to pop up and how we can integrate that into our softwares and constantly update and change so that we stay up to date with our clients as well, depending, regardless of what they're using as their main CRM or that they're using in the past for their tracking and their planning and stuff like that, that we can integrate and just make it simple for them. Again, stupid simple.
Yeah, yeah. That's so great. And you're right. We're in the middle of the AI revolution right now, and it's really affecting every industry, even newer ones like RevOps, which is amazing. And I can only help, which is really cool, as long as you keep it simple, like you're saying. And so this has been amazing, Megan. Where can people learn more about you? Where can people learn more about your agency or your company?
Well, you can actually go to fullcast.com. That's always
Okay.
there. I am also on like LinkedIn. I'm not super social. I'm going to tell you that right now, but LinkedIn's probably the best place to find me.
No.
But yeah, fullcast.com always. That's where you find more. We have our social medias on there as well. We also have a podcast that is available. So
Nice. What's the name of the podcast?
um, let me just confirm with you right now. The name of the podcast is, sorry, it's brand new. So
Gotcha.
our go to market full podcast, and our CMO is the host of that. She's an amazing
Nice.
CMO. I'll plug her in right now. She's the one who started me on this like big journey of just everything. So
That's amazing. Okay, awesome. Well, I'll get that link and I'll have everything linked in the show notes below. Thank you so much for being on, Megan.
yeah, absolutely.